Throughout the ages of watchmaking, there have been many different watch trends and discoveries that were both groundbreaking and ones which are universally hated. In the recent years, however, there has been one that each watch lover despises and everyone else absolutely adores. I am of course talking about the momentous rise of the infamous fashion watch, which in the eyes of many of the watch community is a massive problem. But why is this? So therefore, in today's video, I'll be discovering the truth about fashion watches. I will give you the answers on whether this trend is a cancer to the watch community or if it can actually help and revive the old-fashioned watch industry. Before we start though, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos on controversial watch topics. Our first reason why the fashion watch industry is harming the wider community is because they are deluding the masses with propaganda from both popular influencers and their own misleading marketing. If you have watched any famous fashion YouTubers or Instagram influencers, you would know very well how much they advertise these products to an impressionable audience who know nothing about good quality watches. The motive behind these influencers is not to show the community a range of quality timepieces. Without a doubt, and you've probably guessed this already, but it has to do with money. I would actually have quite a bit of respect for these social media phonies if they would only wear the watches they are shilling for. But with all these people, they have wide collections of Rolexes, Hublots, Audemars Piguets, and so on. It just shows you that they have no integrity and they don't believe anything they are spouting to their audience. This eventually harms the wider watch community as they cannot compete with these propagandists on social media who brainwash the core watch consumers to fall for their quote-unquote affordable luxury scam. This leads me to the second reason why fashion watches are so detrimental to the watch industry, and it's because they advertise these pieces as affordable luxury, whilst being of the same quality as a crappy $10 watch from AliExpress. I actually would not have a problem if these brands market their pieces as cool and funky affordable accessories. Brands like Nikon and Fossil may not be of great quality, but at least they don't advertise their product to compete with the luxury watch industry, because in reality, these fashion watches can't even compare to Casio and Seiko on quality. The audacity of such brands like Filippo Loreti and Vincero to advertise their watches as quality luxury timepieces is just absolutely mind-boggling. The reasoning behind their claims for being affordable luxury is also just plain stupidity, as they use the oldest trick in the book, which is cutting the middleman. Like, I acknowledge that luxury watches have a markup, but to say that a $200 fashion watch has the same exquisite quality that a $10,000 Rolex has, and the reason behind a Rolex price is its markup, is just absolute lunacy. At least Rolex makes an actual bloody good watch and isn't made in the lowest level of Chinese manufacturing. In fact, there are many Chinese watches that are of way better quality than these fake luxury timepieces, like the wide range of Seiko and Suggest watches that are outstandingly good value for money. My favourite part about this claim is that the watchmakers who have the ridiculous markups are in fact the ones spouting this cutting the middleman nonsense. The hypocrisy is ridiculous. But with all those negatives that this faction of watchmaking brings forward, they actually play a very vital role in the wider watch industry. This is because without a doubt the amount of traffic and influence these watch brands have is astounding. In pretty much every single department store you see big Daniel Wellington logos, and in countless YouTube videos you see ads for Vincero watches. This influence does drive people into buying these cheap fashion watches, but once they get a taste for a watch, it becomes a habit and eventually they will dive into the world of quality watchmaking. These crappy watches almost act as a gateway drug for consumers who will eventually start looking into more reputable brands. Seiko and the other big affordable brands should be grateful for these watchmakers as they bring loads of new watch lovers towards their company. This is very similar to the effect Apple and smartwatches have on the Swiss industry, as it has brought some extra traction to these luxury watchmakers. As a matter of fact, such brands as Tag Heuer and Montblanc have created controversial smartwatches in order to tap into that market. The rise of fashion watches is almost the kick in the ass that the wider watch industry needs, as it shows they are not appealing to a young consumer market. Seiko have attempted to do so with their Mortal Kombat range, and Tissot with their heavily marketing of the retro looking PRX. But overall, these brands need to do a lot better and must take some radical changes if they want to compete with the fashion watches of this world. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see similar style watch commentary videos and a range of different watch reviews. Also, click the videos on the screen right now if you want to watch some of those videos I am talking about. Thanks for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and thought it was informative. Hopefully I will see you in another video.